It's great to have you guys back in the UK, and like I say, we've just been going and chatting to your fans today and getting the questions they want to put to you guys, all right? Okay. So these are questions direct from your fans outside in the queue. James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound at Kentish Town Forum. The Maine are headlining tonight. John and Garrett join me now. How are you guys?
Good to see you. How are you?
Very well, very well. It's nice to have you guys back in the UK, for sure. And as you may have noticed, lots of dedicated fans lined up outside, have been all day, as they always are, I think, with you guys.
Braving the cold.
Yeah, it's been a weird mix of weather today, right? Yeah.
It was that hail, and then it was sunny, and then it rained, and then
it just couldn't make up its mind.
That's how you show the real dedication of fans. Yeah. They're braving this nonsense. Well,
they screamed, "Bring us blankets!"
Oh man,
we don't have any.
Well, there you go, future merch opportunities. There we go. Now you know.
I'm Holly. Obviously, Pat isn't touring on this tour. So, what is it like touring with a different drummer?
Very interesting. Yeah, it's really strange that it's a strange kind of like realization that you've only played with the same people for 13 years. You know, we don't do a lot of playing outside of this, so the nuances are insane. The way they hit, the way they keep time, the way they, but fortunately, Andrew, who has been taking Pat's place, has been nothing short of amazing. Very great energy, too. It's his first time over here. So us as salty vets, it's really nice to have somebody that's so green and so excited to see places that he's never been and maybe places that we've been taking for granted. So, it's been nuts. Nice.
Yeah. Fans seem to have really kind of jumped on it as well and been like, welcome, let's have some fun.
Yeah. He's just fun to play with. I mean, John's never played with another drummer besides one show, and I haven't played with someone else in 13, 14 years. So it was like I was really nervous before, and then just like even from the first practice, it was just super fun, and me and him connected pretty quickly.
I can only imagine how nervous he was too.
Bless him, right? Yeah. No, it's a brave man who steps into the fold in this way, because it's not like anyone's getting replaced. He's going to be back, so it's like you really do just have to step in. But fair play to him.
And to add to his credit, the whole set, we had been comfortable with it. We played it all in the United States, and it's very sequenced, and it goes into it itself, and he's done an amazing job. So
hi, my name's Holly, and I want to know what your favorite song is to play live.
Lonely.
Oh, okay.
Song Lonely is my favorite one to do.
Very cool.
Surprisingly, Tears Won't Cry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I was wondering, as you've been in a band for so many years now, do you feel the pressure to look a certain way just because you're in a band?
I actually have been thinking about this. Believe it or not, we talked about it earlier. I think there, at least for our band, at least for what we're trying to do, I think the one way that we kind of sort of rationalize the suits is that there is some sort of professionalism, and it's not to say that the way that anybody else does it is wrong. It's just it is a job at some point, but we're also representing ourselves. We're trying to send a message. What we were talking about today was not feel like it's too forced. Right. So we're still sort of figuring out that balance. What's easy is just going on ASOS and buying the same shit.
There you go, kids. That's where you get the main look.
Get
on ASOS. Let's get it done.
Back on our first album, we did white shirts and black vests, and I remember we're gonna wear this on stage every day, and within 4 days I was like, fuck this, and I was the first one to start not wearing it, but the suits I haven't wanted to not take it off. And that's why it smells so bad.
I think it's always cool though when bands have a uniform. It's like part of a club. Do you know what I mean? It's like this is what we wear. We're here. We're a pack. We're rolling together. It's kind of cool.
Because we've done the just in our scrubs and it just doesn't feel like, I don't know, when you look at each other for our band, when you look at one another and you're like, all right, yeah, you're dressed, you're ready to go, you're ready to kind of give that hour and a half, whatever, and really try to deliver. So
it also helps that my suitcase not smelling as bad, because I would just put on these pants and maybe wear these for 10 days straight, and then throw them in the bag, and now it's mixed with all my clean shit. And
I'm sacrificing my outfit after Ireland. I've got 3 more shows, and then it's done. Wow. I'm gonna throw it into the sea or something. Well, recycle it.
Yeah, find a responsible way of getting rid of it. That's fair.
Hi, I'm Elena. Why do you not play Mars anymore?
Just specifically on the more or less the You Are Okay tours, which have been the Mirror tours. It's just we wanted to get away with playing Flowers on the Grave last because we felt like that was sort of the bow on the whole idea. And I think, what's really hard for our band is that we tend to go on runs of not playing certain songs.
Right.
And then when we start to think about it more and we start hearing people talk, then it's like, all right, yeah, let's start doing that again. But we haven't played Into Your Arms in I don't know how many years now. And, but then I think when we reintroduce stuff like Everything I Ask For from the first record and, different.
You on this tour has been
true.
Been really cool.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Pat probably like 8 months ago about doing that song on this tour because we hadn't done it for, at that point, it had been a long time. So, and then bringing it back and people seem to, we weren't sure because if you haven't played and there's almost that record's almost been a decade.
But you'll also see tonight, I Must Be Dreaming we're playing tonight from our first record. And it's surprising, it doesn't really go where we thought it would. Yeah. So, it's a really good problem to have because you feel like people are more responsive to your newer material, which is what we want. So, it's definitely just a tightrope. It's what do you do? You have to feel good about what you're doing.
Hi, I'm Mo. Does anything stand out about UK crowds compared to other countries?
I suppose it really depends where you're at.
That is a very good answer. That is very true. Yeah.
I actually brought up, we were in Manchester and I asked I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a nightclub called Snobs here, right? And everybody was like, boo, fuck you. It was pretty brutal.
Brilliant.
And
we lost the crowd after that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, no, we're not giving you anything anymore.
And it was, some dude was like, it was in Birmingham. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But we've, what's interesting, I think, and we're sort of experiencing that everywhere we go, is that a lot of people are growing up with our music. So from our perspective, I just want to, I want chaos. I also know that at 31 years old or at 27 years old, I'm not going to concerts and going nuts. I'm going to sort of chill in the back, have fun, drink a beer, listen to the music, and we're finding a good balance of asking for a lot and getting a lot in return, even if it doesn't translate to crowd surfing and all that stuff. So over here, we're just fortunate that more and more people are showing up. So,
yeah, I guess to follow up on that as well, one thing I've always admired about you guys, I think I've said this to you before, but particularly the last couple of festival shows I saw you guys at, when I saw you at Reading and Leeds and you did Gunnersville as well, you are masters of going out in front of a crowd that maybe doesn't entirely know who you guys are in a festival atmosphere or whatever, and just bringing them in and winning them over.
Well,
that's really cool to see. That's a skill in itself, right? Yeah.
That's this guy completely.
Well, we've just
I could not do that by myself.
We've sort of had
team effort, man. Team effort for sure.
We've had to do it based on the tours we've decided to take in the past. We did a lot of tours with bands that we really enjoyed, that we just wanted to take ourselves out of our comfort zone. So bands like Augustana, and then trying to take the leap and touring with Amberlin and Taking Back Sunday. There's a lot of crowds that we've been the openers on that just, for lack of a better term, just don't give a shit. So it's it's tough, but we've had practice, and at the end of the day, people that are going to these festivals or going to see bands in general, they are fans of music.
Sure.
So you can't fail to remember that. And I think that people just some don't want to be told what to do, but more often than not, people want to have fun.
Hi, I'm Zoe. What is your favorite song to open with, and what is your favorite song to close with?
I think Don't Come Down is always a good one to open with. And Slip the Noose has been a good one.
Those two.
We did Can't Stop in its entirety in January, and everything I asked for felt like a really cool, like, I don't know, just like sort of a curveball that people wouldn't really expect, you know?
Hi, I'm Iris, and I want to know what your favorite album is right at this moment.
I've been listening to David Bowie's live record, Stage.
Wow.
Yeah. It was right after Heroes came out. So it's like a lot of Heroes and Low, which those two are like my favorite record of his. And they're like weird versions of stuff. And so I listened to it probably 7 years ago, but I'm reading a Bowie book right now, and it made me want to like go back. Yeah.
That's probably, I can't beat that, so.
So we'll go with that.
I'm just too manic when it comes to songs nowadays. Like, I just get lost in so many different single songs that a record is really, I don't know. It's hard to tie me down anymore.
I mean, you can't beat Bowie as well, so there we go.
No, you can't.
That's it.
No,
you can't
absolutely
beat Bowie.
not.
There's no beating him.
Hi, I'm Alex, and my question for you is, if you were trapped on a desert island and you could only bring 3 albums with you, what albums would you bring?
I might go, one would be Plans by Death Cab for Cutie.
Are we picking together?
I think you can pick separately. I'm going to allow you 6
cool.
albums total here.
All right.
Yeah. Let's say there's 2 islands. They're
All right, then,
facing each other.
I'll pick my first one. Wilco, A Ghost is Born will be definitely with me. A great record.
I can't pick which Steely Dan record, but there is a Steely Dan record.
Okay. There is a Steely Dan record in there.
Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet. I love that record.
I hate these questions because I always blank. I always forget, like, what do you like?
What is music?
What do you enjoy?
What bands do I enjoy?
What have you been listening to?
I'm going to do one that doesn't have lyrics because I'm sure if you're stuck, you're not going to want to... something from Brian Eno. I don't really care.
Okay, cool.
I don't care what.
Yeah, set a mood. Set a mood occasionally. That's nice.
Maybe like if there's like a comp of like 20 songs, then I'll just do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go Sigur Rós.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know how to say it. Talk. T-A-K-K.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
All right, that's what I'm going.
Good choices. Difficult choices, but they're in there. Good choices.
Hi, I'm Millie, and I want to know if you like pineapple on pizza.
It doesn't offend me.
It makes me very...
I never get it, but I don't understand the outrage.
Fair enough.
Okay, I understand the outrage and don't do it. Just don't do it.
All right.
Just don't do it.
Hi, my name is Orion, and my question for the Maine is, what is your favourite type of tomato? Pat said on the podcast that he didn't really like tomatoes, so I'd want to know the same.
The ones that are on pizzas. Pizza tomatoes.
I like sun-dried.
You do?
I do.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't get the sun-dried thing either, man. I don't get it.
I enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Charlie, and I want to know what you would do in a zombie apocalypse.
Get an armor vehicle is probably the best first thing to do. Yeah, do that first.
Maybe like some sort of boat.
Oh.
Go out onto the water. Nice. Maybe a cruise ship.
I've seen a zombie movie where they went on a boat. They ended up getting there. The zombies.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
But I always
I don't know why I would think that zombies couldn't swim. I'm sure they could.
Yeah,
they could
but
swim
it'd
when
be
they're alive.
slow, and you could be able to spot
it would be
from
slow.
far away.
You have to sleep.
Yeah, but
and then all of a sudden your door's locked, and then just a fucking fist comes through the wooden door, and then look at you, toast. You're toast.
Yeah, but do you really want to be around? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I didn't give myself that option.
I just
if
feel
I'm
like
actually thinking I probably don't.
Yeah.
Coming this summer, the Maine in Zombie Boat. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I was wondering what your favourite song you've ever written is.
Somehow we managed to fit 10 minutes of a song into Flowers on the Grave off of the new record, and people have been so supportive of that, and it doesn't feel weird live. It's crazy. Like I don't know. It was basically 3 or 4 songs crammed into one, and we just sort of made it fit, and people have been supportive.
All right, well, there's the questions from the queue, guys. Shout out if you got your question in there. Guys, it's always a pleasure to see you. Have a great show tonight.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you back in the UK again very soon.